just think of Bell in the first place.
Good evening from a boisterous and happy Washington Redskins locker room. Happy, of course, because they beat the New York Giants in a rather conservative and, at times, lackluster game today. Boisterous because the Dallas Cowboys lost to the San Diego Chargers. We've got a horse race in the NFC East. Tonight, on Redskin Sunday, we'll look at the highlights, we'll talk about the Cowboys, we'll worry a little about the injuries, and we'll worry even more about what lies ahead.
Reverse play. Virgil C to the near side. 20, 25 to the 30. Down the sideline to the 40. He's at midfield against Sheik. Knocked out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. Coming to the near side. Ernest hands of Stone Gray to the other. Ball batted up in the air and picked off by Dexter Manley.
He does it all. He chases the passer. He tackles the runner. He even makes interceptions now.
The guy sacks the quarterback, too. No, that's a contribute to, to our defensive coaches. I mean, they put a scheme in for the forced turnovers. Dave Butts hit the football, and I was in the right place at the right time. I think that, Giants was a good team. Normally what they do is force a lot of turnovers, and we capitalize off of them. But that's what makes the defense.
You guys just kind of helped them self-destruct today.
Well, I wouldn't really say that because, as you know, I mean, I don't think that, we was the Redskins that we normally was just go out and blow people out. I thought that overall that we was flat offensive and defensive. We struggled a little bit, and I thought that overall that we came out on top. Definitely Giants played excellent on defense. Offense, they moved the football some. Bruno had a lot of time in the pocket, but, the main thing was that we won the game. It was a tough ball game.
Pressure's on. Hayes gets it away. Nice and high. It was not turning over, though. Wright settles underneath it and immediately coughs it up.
Another key factor in this game today, whether you noticed it or not, the play of the special teams. They came up with a big kickoff return. They came up with a turnover. And then, of course, the field goals, which Mosley now makes look like it's automatic again.
Yeah, he's hit the ball well. I felt, Frank, like this was the best special teams game we've had in 3 years here. And we got 2 turnovers. We got the kickoff return reverse. We got 2 pooch punts down inside the 20 and 1 on the 2-yard line. We knocked down a fake punt. And I felt like Mosley hitting the ball like he did. I just felt like all together with great coverage that it was our best game in 3 years.
I got a feeling that you might be happiest about seeing, detecting, and canceling, negating that fake punt.
Yeah, I felt very good about that because we were expecting that, and as soon as they ran the tackle eligible to Shaw, Greg Williams ran right over and covered him, and those types of things where they had run that play 2 years ago against somebody else, and I just filed it away as something that they would be possibly doing, and it just happened that, we made the right preparation, and then we knock it down, so it's a big play for us.
From the 23-yard line. Bruner is back to pass. Sets up inside the 15. Hit just as he tries to pass the ball. It'll be an incomplete pass, but Darrell Grant will get credit for the sack.
Of course, one of the keys anytime to getting a team to make mistakes and turn the ball over is a pretty aggressive defense, and this was part of it. Mark Murphy, you guys did a good job today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of people do. They look at the turnovers and say, well, the other teams just turned the ball over, but I agree with you. I think the defense has a lot to do with it, and we played very aggressively today, and I think the best thing we did was shut down the running game. I don't know how many yards we ended up with, but it wasn't much, and once we got a lead, we played a little bit soft, and it allowed them to drive a couple times at the end, but it was a good win for us overall.
The Redskins with 4:23 to go in the third quarter, and they face second down and 11. Theismann back, quick fly pattern over the middle of Charlie Brown and a touchdown.
And one final note before we break for commercial. Earlier this week, well, things started to get a little frustrating because Charlie Brown hadn't caught that many touchdown passes. You took care of that today, didn't you?
Well, I think it's a start today. I caught one, and, it feels great because I hadn't caught one, and I don't know when. It's been a long time.
You guys a little conservative today or a little rusty?
Well, I don't know what to call it. I guess I can say that the Giants played pretty good in the first half. You know, we had a lot of trouble moving the ball on them. But in the second half, we were able to get our ground game going, and then Joe was able to connect on a couple of passes. And, you know, we just put it all together, I think, in the fourth quarter.
To the near side. He reverses field. Sets. And off to Riggins. Right side. Touchdown. Washington Redskins. Took our advice. From 3 yards out, John Riggins busts over. Harry Carson made the tackle in the end zone. A little late. Yep.
Washington Redskins were easy winners once again on Sunday. I said this in the broadcast today, so I'm going to ask you right off the top. Does it worry you a little bit that you have two relatively easy wins, St. Louis and New York, and then have to go out and face the Rams next week?
Well, I think, start off with, it didn't feel easy to me. I mean, to you it might look easy, maybe the people at home, but to me it was hard. I felt like that their defense played as well against us as anybody has. I think if we'd had to go a long ways and we hadn't turned the ball over, I think we'd been in trouble offensively. I think our defense played well for a while, and then we, you know, kind of let down and gave them quite a bit at the end of the game. Our special teams was very good. So I thought it was a hard-fought battle. Our guys were here ready to play because I think they respect the Giants, and to me, it was hard fought, but they turned the ball over.
Butch Wolford is the lone back in there with two tight ends. He'll get the call. Start to the right side, fumbles the football. Redskins have got it. Self-destruct. There you go. Darrell Grant holds it in.
Your players know that you've played hard all year, and it's been a real struggle. And Dallas and us have been locked kind of head-to-head the whole way, and so it's exciting to be even. And right now, somebody's going to get hot in the next 5 games and really play well and get into the position where they can get in the playoffs and do well. I just hope it's us.
Maybe the last thing I say tonight reinforces what Joe Gibbs just said. 5 games. 5 games left. The team that can get hot over the next 5 weeks could be the team that will have destiny in its hands. Well, we'll be there to find out if the Redskins are it, starting with Week 1 next Sunday night in Los Angeles. And as we leave you tonight, a more serious note. News that the Dallas Cowboys lost today hit this locker room. Well, let me show you how it hit this locker room.
I love it. I love it. I mean, it's fantastic. It really is. I've been saying all along, Dallas have a line to heaven. They crossed out this time. They didn't answer. Oh, gosh, that's terrible, isn't it?
It'll be hard getting on that plane, isn't it?
Oh, are you kidding me? Every time they put the score up, we're looking up, oh, boy, hang on, San Diego, hang on, San Diego. That's a great win. Coach Gibbs said last night that he spoke to Don Coryell, and he said, as long as I've known the man, he's never lied to me, and he told me they were going to beat Dallas. So I took the man at his word, and sure enough, right on the money, they beat Dallas. That's great. It's really great.
Celebrated just a little in the locker room over that, didn't you?
A little bit. Coming in, we were kind of, we didn't know, and we had our team prayer, and everybody, I think it was in the back of everybody's mind to maybe give San Diego a little boost if possible, and as it turned out, it worked out real well.
I got bad news for both you guys. The Cowboys lost.
That's good. I love it.
It's a horse race now.
I'm saddened. I love it. Do you? I love it. Since you're so happy, I'm happy. We're tired, and we're hot on that trail. Oh, we got him now. I love it. Washington, check this out.